professionals like lawyers, accountants, financial advisors, notaries. Their expertise can either encourage tax compliance or facilitate tax abuse.
What is the role? Why might it be important, perhaps crucial, to have transparency with respect to financial flows?
So they were basically weighing the disclosure of information versus the privacy protected rights of the client. So
I mean,
found
just to finish up, I think that, you know, from our position, if you don't have anything to hide, you know, you shouldn't really necessarily have anything to worry about.
And I've worked with legal privilege in my case, where a investigator pretended to have a neutral investigation of my report. Turned out to be the representation of the counterparty, in this case the Big Four, but didn't disclose themselves in that role.
But when whistleblowers like the LuxLeaks whistleblowers, which I think we'll get into more soon, and the Panama Papers whistleblowers have made disclosures, it has been at their peril, but we've seen that there's been public outrage. We've seen this spark policy changes.
I mean, it's still a long way to go, and it means we're still going to have to rely on whistleblowers to actually get this information, and which is like also putting a lot of weight on the shoulders of those whistleblowers who, as Sam mentioned earlier, they actually usually suffer severe consequences from coming out and like speaking out.
We're going to be thinking about and looking at technology and innovation, and in particular, the role that they play in the gray area of taxation that we are struggling to sort of both contain, define, understand, and respond to.
Yeah, cryptocurrencies can be used also for conduit for tax evasion, and because the way they are decentralized and offer they are anonymous.
And
so
if you really want to cheat on a piece of technology, somebody will probably find a way to do it. I might hesitate over saying that about blockchain, but I'm sure there's somebody out there who's thinking about it right now.
So I thought I would start with kind of a grounding question, and basically ask, as we look at tax professionals operating in the gray area, what are the most relevant concerns and ethical dilemmas that you see them facing?
You know, the inner voice that tells us what the right thing is to do. But then so often the external world puts, you know, challenges in our way, or even laws that don't reflect those same ethical considerations.
But
and
I'm
so
going to be a little provocative here. I think that maybe we're looking at moral distress as a bad thing. And I'd like the group to reflect on whether it's a good thing that people actually are agonizing over these decisions.
And at a certain point, the writer says that there are three kinds of men. I will say in Sicilian and then we translate. Uomini, mezzi uomini, ominichi e quaraquaqua. So men's, half men's, little men's, and quaraquaqua. So something that doesn't. And the point